Holy cow. Look at that graphic. Hey there. Did you see that graphic? Did you see all that was there? Is that the most hideous graphic you've ever seen? I almost deleted that. You know, I do a lot of trial and error to get that blue and gold color together. But let's go back to this for a moment. Look at this. What's on your mind and what is it doing to you is the title. And look at that. Look at that whole graphic. Everything's competing. There's so much coming at you. Even when I try to put the logo in there, the Apex Empowerment, just to get your attention, I had to put a white box around it because otherwise you would not have seen it in here. There was no place in here I could have put it where it would have stood out. So it had to shout out for your attention with the white background. And all these other things going on, you can barely read the title. So why did I leave it there? I even have a double question mark in the title. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. It's what's on your mind. And for the last few weeks, I've had so much on my mind that trying to make sure that I bring forward the things I need to concentrate on was key for me because there was a lot happening. And when you talk about mindset, when you talk about mindfulness, we often talk about the mind in ways that we don't necessarily understand, or they're not tangible to us. And so I wanted to take this moment and especially with this horrific graphic, and tomorrow we'll get, or actually tomorrow's Friday. So on Monday, we'll get back to the blue and the gold and the normal colors and the normal approach to the title slide. But what I've had to do when things get crazy and when there's a lot in my mind is I have to kind of build a box around it and say, okay, here's where I am for this next moment in time. And I have to block everything out. We know that in terms of the phrase being present. And we think about that when I'm with other people, I need to be present. But do we think about that when we're by ourselves? When we're just working on something? Or we're in something where we're with other people, but we're not engaged. We're either listening to something or, you know, these days we do a lot of these conference calls on the phone and whatnot. And we do things that people may not be able to tell if we're present or not. So sometimes we can let our guard down and let our presence down. But if you will work at being present, even in those moments where you don't think you need to be, that's where you can make sure that what's on your mind is really what's on your mind. Otherwise, your mind looks like this title slide. Your mind looks like all of this going on at one time, and it doesn't allow you to focus on the things you need to focus on. You need to put that little box behind the logo in your own mind. You need to put that little box around whatever you're trying to focus so you can focus in on that one thing and not all those other colors and those double question marks and those 2-line titles that are going on there. That's what you want to aim for, is the ability to focus on those things. As I'm talking to you, I'm doing this talk earlier than usual, probably a half hour earlier. And I didn't notice when I started talking that my printer automatically starts itself in the morning and says, I'm up. So while I'm talking to you, you may not have noticed there was a chime and there was some movement of the paper handler in the printer. I'm not sure if this microphone picked that up, but I certainly did. And I made a mental note of it because I wanted to come back and talk to you about it. But I stayed on track with what I was talking because I put that white box around the points that I wanted to make this morning. So if you don't do that, you just get all this confusion and you get little bits of effectiveness throughout your day. But if you will practice that being present, whether you're with other people or just by yourself throughout the day, your mind won't look like this. It'll look like that normal blue and gold thing I have going on. So I hope this helps. And believe me, we'll never go back to that graphic again. You've seen it for the last time. I hope this helps. Have a great, great, great day. Don't forget, you can start your day right just by downloading the Magic Minute PDF at www.apexempowerment.com/magic. And this PDF has 6 questions that if you ask yourself and answer within 10 seconds, you'll start your day off in just 1 minute in a really, really powerful way.